This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Novelo. Frank, we've arrived at one of the more unusual golf courses in the United States. We're in the state of Washington, Chambers Bay. What's it all about?
Well, apart from the scenery, Rich, which is magnificent, this is a walking golf course, so it's a chance to get out there, strut your stuff, and see if you've got a game to match.
It's a links golf course. We think of links golf. We think of the home of golf in Scotland. Here we're in the northwest part of the United States, though.
Yeah, but Scotland's, it's transferred a little piece of land all the way across the Atlantic.
Down to the first tee now to get the round going, and a stout par 4, Frank.
Yeah, straight out of the gates. The wind obviously very important here. If you were to play it into a head breeze, this would be just a mammoth hole, just under 500 yards. Fortunately, with a little prevailing breeze, though, it'll shorten up considerably, but we'll bring that bunker on the right in play.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Now the approach here at hole number 1, and Frank, what are we looking at?
Well, semi-blind, but it's fine. You know, just a little peek and you can see what's in front of you. Really no bunkers down the left side. If you do miss down there, a little chip back up the hill, but it's a big enough green.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That will be a great look at birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. -1 in early going. Now to the second hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is not overly long. Where's the trouble here?
Well, 281 yards really to the big long bunker that goes all the way to the green. So as long as you can avoid that, you don't have to hit driver down here, just something that's going to be a little short of that. You're still only going to have 100 yards really, or just over 100 yards in for your second shot. A really good chance, too, to get off to a good start.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Well, how about this start? Birdie to open the round. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners. Well, if you can call them corners. More like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
And inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
well done. Another birdie, and now 3 under par. Frank, standing here on the 4th tee at Chambers Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really that bends to the right, but if anything, you want to keep the tee shot down the left side. It's going to give you a better angle to the green. And unlike the 2 previous holes, this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is the way you draw it up. This is how the game's supposed to be played.
Yeah, so far, everything going according to plan. Safely on deck.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Getting set now over the putt. Starting to fire on all cylinders. A couple of birdies in a row and now 4 under. Frank, it's kind of fun to swing away on an elevated tee like this, the 5th here at Chambers Bay.
It looks straight away. It certainly does. And under 500 yards, so it gives you a chance, plus that elevation. You should be able to knock one down there. The hole pinches in, though, with those bunkers left and right, and there's just one bunker in the front of this green. And that, as you can guess, should be avoided.
Be careful. They call this hole free fall. This is some drive. I'm reminded of the old Phillies baseball announcer, Harry Callis, who used to say, "That ball is out of here." Well played here. Went straight for the flagstick, and she will have a nice putt coming up.
Rich, I'm starting to lose count. This is just birdie after birdie.
It's all-time stuff. I mean, this is territory we just don't visit very often. Wow, a 5th birdie on the day. Frank, now at the 6th, this appears to be a testing par 4 long one.
It is, but once again, a generous fairway. Just use those mounds down the left as an indicator on your line. Hole bends a little bit to the right. Good tee shot, though, and everything is in front of you.
She's ended up on the fairway, and with such a good lie. So many more options available now. Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Well, that's how you play the game, right there.
No, it can't be. 6 in a row?
This would be 6 in a row. So makes the putt, and now at -6. On the 7th tee now, it is over 500 yards from the back tee.
Yeah, this is called humpback, and you can see why there's all those mounds and undulations between you and the hole, plus all that amazing bunkering down the right side. All to be avoided, really. If you can do that, then you get a decent look at this green. But yeah, you've mentioned it, 500 plus yards. It's going to play longer than that uphill. Oh, that's fine.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Just a bit left of the hole location.
Should still be okay.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Locked in on the read and the speed. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realize that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
Frank, if this were baseball, that would be an upper deck moonshot.
It'd be out of the stands. But not only that, it is in the middle of the fairway. Long, incredibly long, and straight.
Tape measure shot. Good strike right there, right off the center of the face and about 20 feet away. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just a couple of feet. On fire right now. 7 under par. Frank, the 9th hole, called Olympus. And that is very grand sounding. Like something that...
You're talking Greek god here, aren't you? Come on, this golf course is for the mere mortals, Rich.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Now she can make birdie. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Did the job right there. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
In the fairway here at the 10th. Nice way to start off the back nine. All right, Frank, what's the best way to approach the 10th?
This is probably the flattest green on the golf course, Rich, and really, if you miss this green, you've made a mistake. There's no two ways about it. It's probably the most predictable second shot you're going to have on the golf course.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Makes birdie, continuing to amaze on the greens, Frank.
Putted well all day, Rich. Had a couple of good holes early on and just, I think, found the groove. Has taken it to another level. Has it come down yet? Not only is it straight, it's mega long.
The 11th hole, Frank, what's the right way to get at it?
Just got to be cognizant of that ridge that cuts through the middle of this green that sort of turns this green into one simple green into all these little complex sort of sections. That's the biggest thing, but that's also, you realize very, very quickly, you're playing links golf today.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
What a shot. I mean, almost in. So just a formality here. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
2, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1.
This is a huge putt. It's in.
Now at the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, this one bends to the right, par 4.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you have to cut it or move the ball in that direction. Ideally, really, anything down the left side of the fairway would be well suited for this hole. There is a central bunker that sort of protects the front middle of this green. You can go in left of that or right of that, but this is a beefy par 4. 4 on the card, and you are not losing ground.
She had a good shot off the tee, and now she has all sorts of options available. Let's see what she does here. Frank, on an uphill shot like this one, did you do anything differently in terms of your setup over the ball?
Yeah, I made sure the ball wasn't too far forward, because on an uphill shot, there's always a struggle to get all your weight going forward. Should be safely on deck.
Birdie try up next. Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Good effort and a good par putt. Frank, now to the 14th hole, and this is the 5th consecutive par 4 here at Chambers Bay, and by this point the players will know whether they're on their game or off their game.
At 546 yards, this hole can be shortened considerably if you choose to take a brave line down the left side. You can chew off as much as 70 or 80 yards. But once again here, because the hole bends to the left, you've really got to know which direction that wind is coming from.
Frank, that one is long, and it is straight.
Well, in baseball, that's a home run. In golf, that is a huge advantage over everybody else that plays the game. You imagine just teeing up on every hole knowing that you've got 20 or plus yards over your fellow competitors?
Frank, you've been around this game for a pretty long time. Are players, in fact, more athletic today than they were, say, 20, 25 years ago?
There's no question, Rich, they are. That we've borrowed from other sports. If you can't make the player better, you can make them more athletic. And in the end, you're still making the golfer better.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Makes it right in the center. Frank, normally in a golf course, you don't want to spend too much time in the trees, with the trees, around the trees. But part of me wants to go up and hug this tree because he's all alone. It's the only tree on the whole golf course.
Well, I know you're a tree hugger, Rich. I really do. But at 246 yards, when they play this off the back tee at the US Open, believe me, nobody's hugging that tree. They're just trying to make three.
That is another laser right at the flagstick. Shouldn't be a problem here. Stacking birdies, that's how you put a score on the board. So 2 straight and headed in the right direction. Now to the 16th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is pretty short hole. What are the chances to come out of here with a birdie?
Well, you've just come off the short 15th. You can get on a little bit of a run here, providing you get in the fairway first. You're not going to have an overly long second shot here. But once again, this is a precision hole, a little bit like 15. This is a tabletop green, so you're going to have to be right on the money with that second shot.
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in one. Frank, that's just a really good putt right there.
Yeah, that's why you call lag putting. You get outside a certain distance, and really your mind has to be about two putting and not trying to be a hero.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. that is classy.
They had a chance of going in.
Well, this would be nice. A fourth consecutive birdie. Heating up.
I'm running out of fingers.
That finds the bottom of the cup. We'll call that a birdie. Now to the 18th hole, Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walk-in golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department of your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
She's ended up on the fairway and with such a good lie. So many more options available now. Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. Well, Frank, these winds have not at all subsided. Still a challenge.
Yeah, but the same for everybody, and that's where you've just got to adjust your own mental par. Golf course was going to be difficult when you teed off. It's certainly no different now.
Good-looking swing right there, Frank.
Textbook. I love the grip, very neutral. Excellent posture in that. The club just seems to glide through the hitting there.
Big swing right there, and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. And takes care of business there.
Solid stroke.
Really good round out there today. What's the mindset, Frank, to keep it going?
First thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same composure for tomorrow's round. Get some rest. We know that. Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good position. Just keep it easy and visualize how tomorrow's going to pan out.